Man ke hare haar hai aur man ke jeete jeet. This is the proverb that we learn in Hindi. And what does that mean? All is well if the mind is following it well. What matters is the mind. If you don't mind, it does not matter. And if you mind, things will matter a lot to you. So everything boils down to the mind. Is that not? Yes. If you have a lot of support in life, mentally you feel very happy and mentally you feel equipped to face any challenge, any situation. On the contrary, sometimes you may have everything, but you feel mentally very alone and you feel that you are just carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So what can we say from your chart, whether you are mentally strong, whether you are equipped, or you have the ability to create great things? It is said in Uttar Kalamrit that you need to have planets which are aspecting the moon or which form a triangle with the moon, that support the moon. What do you mean about this support? What are the planets that support a particular planet? See, when there are planets in the 6th, 7th and 8th from a particular planet, because they are forming a triangle in a very close knit way, they are supporting or aspecting a planet in a manner that they support that planet. Similarly, as per Adhi Yog of Uttar Kalamrit chapter 4, when there are planets in the 6, 7, 8, and there is a disclaimer to it, these planets have to be benefic planet which should not have any effect or a conjunction of any malefic there. So, when there are planets in the 6, 7 and 8 from the moon, even if it is alone, if it does not have any Sunapa or Anapaha yoga, then in that case also this moon is strong enough to take anything head on. Why? Because it has a support from outside, or it feels happy that it has a support. And now let's talk about benefics. If there are benefics there, then the mind is heightened, the mind is elated, the mind is on a positive streak. On the contrary, if there is no support on the either side of the moon and also there are malefics or cruel planets like Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars, in that case the mind is always under a lot of negativity, it is pressurized and unable to create a lot of happiness in life. So, a person needs to have that yoga, and what can it give us? So, there in Uttar Kalamrit, Kalidas ji says that if a person has this Adhi Yoga of planets being benefic in 6, 8 and 12, then 6, 7 and 8, then in that case, this person will have an ability to become a leader. P.S. Shastri ji goes on further to add that even if there are just planets which are 1 or 2 in 6, 7 or 8 houses from this moon, then if there is one planet, the person becomes a great leader. If there are 2 planets, then the person becomes a minister. Now, when we talk about our social media, very much ruled by Rahu, but you need influencers. How would influencers have it? The moon represents the masses. When there are benefics from the moon, then a person has a great ability to influence others. So, for a influencer, it is very important to have benefics in 6, 7 and 8 from the moon. Let's look into a couple of charts and see how they pan out for us. The first chart that I take here for you is an influencer, and this is Kourtney Kardashian. We all know that family is very much into the social media and influencing, and you see in her chart you would be able to find that Jupiter, which is exalted, is placed in the 8th house from moon. What more, Jupiter is also the dispositor of moon, so will be able to influence moon in many ways. So, and we know what P.S. Shastri ji says, that even if there is just one planet from 6, 7 or 8 from moon, then the person becomes a leader. We know she is an influencer and they are very good leaders. Okay, now let's take what happens when there are 2 planets. But because you have to understand that there are in total only 4 benefics inclusive of moon. So 3 benefics are Venus, Mercury and Jupiter. So if you have all the 3 benefics, you definitely have something very great ahead of you, and becoming a king becomes very easy. But even getting 2 benefics in 6, 7, 8 from moon is very high. In Anandmay Mars charts, you have an exalted Jupiter in the 8th from moon, that is when moon is placed in the sign of Dhanu or Sagittarius. And in the 6th house is Mercury. Mercury is the lord of the 4th and the 7th house. It is the lord of the masses and is supporting the Karaka of masses, moon. So such a person is definitely very strong, high up in the ladder when it comes to influencing people. She ran a very strong bhakti movement where she did go deep down into the getting people to follow certain practices and attain bhakti in their lives. So this is the ability of the 2 benefics, Mercury and Jupiter, to influence her mood, her mind, and in turn help her influence the public. If you have this yoga in your chart, do write to us, do let us know how it works for you. Until we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you for being with us till the end.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.